Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam. Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam was born in 47 after Hijri. He was the youngest son of Imam Hassan Alaihis Salam. Farwa was Qasim's mother. Imam Hassan Alaihis Salam died in 50 AH, 3 years later. When Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam was leaving for Kufa in Rajab, 60 after Hijri, although Farwa had asked to come with. Although at that time Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam was only 13, he had learned how to fight from his uncle Hazrat Abbas Alaihis Salam. In Imam Hassan Alaihis Salam's will, he had asked that Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam be married and become Imam Hassan Alaihis Salam's son-in-law. Yet during their journey, Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam was very young, and so Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam postponed it to a later date. A few nights before Ashura, Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam reminded Farwa about Imam Hassan Alaihis Salam's will. Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam was married to be Sayyidah Fatima Kubra Alaihis Salam. On the night before Ashura, when Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam was passing by Farwa's tent, he heard Qasim say to his mother, "Mother, tomorrow Uncle Abbas, Ali Akbar, and I will defend Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam. Mother, if I get killed, please do not weep for me." Farwa replied, "My son, although I dearly love you, I shall not weep for you. Nothing will make me prouder than to see my son give his life for Islam." When Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam heard this conversation, he prayed to Allah to bless Hazrat Qasim and Farwa. On the day of Ashura, after Hazrat An and Hazrat Muhammad Alaihis Salam had been martyred on the battlefield, Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam begged Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam for permission to fight. Twice Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam had refused. When Farwa saw her son disappointed, she gave him a letter that was written to him from Imam Hassan Alaihis Salam. The letter was as follows: "My son Qasim, a day will come when my brother Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam will be facing an enemy army of tens of thousands. That will be the day when Islam will need to be saved by sacrifice. You must represent me on that day." Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam smiled and went to Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam with the letter. Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam wrapped Imam Hassan Alaihis Salam's turban around Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam and helped him mount on his horse. "Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un." Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam said, "Oh my dear uncle, please do not be upset. I do not fear death. Death for Islam will be sweeter to me than honey." Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam arrived on the battlefield. He is a very handsome boy. One of the enemies murmured, "How can we kill someone whose face is shining like the moon?" In a loud and clear voice, Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam introduced himself and cried out a challenge for single combat. He killed several famous warriors who came forward. Every time an enemy fell, Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam would stand on his stirrups, look behind, and wave to Hazrat Abbas Alaihis Salam, just as a pupil would seek approval of his teacher on any assignment. Hazrat Abbas Alaihis Salam would proudly wave back. When the enemy saw his bravery and realized that they could not possibly overpower him in single combat, they came from behind, and one of them hit Hazrat Qasim on the head with the sword. Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam had fought bravely, yet he had received many wounds, and in the end fell off his horse. As he fell, he called out to his mother, "Ya Amma, accept my last salams." Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam and Hazrat Abbas Alaihis Salam came towards Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam in an effort to help him. By the time Hazrat Abbas and Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam arrived, they saw a terrible sight. Hazrat Qasim Alaihis Salam's body had been trampled on by the horses of the soldiers escaping the battlefield. Imam Hussain Alaihis Salam gathered Hazrat Qasim's pieces and took them back to camp. Bibi Sayyidah Fatima Kubra asked her aunt Bibi Zainab Alaihis Salam for a black cloth which a widow would wear. Hearing this, everyone in the camp began to cry.